Hey guys, what's up? My name's Seb. Welcome to Jump Inside Games. Welcome to the Jump Inside something cast. I don't know what this is anymore. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes the guests are out, or I just haven't had time to connect everything up. So I just generally do this by myself. Look at me. I look good today. I mean, on camera, like for a while, I've had my settings a bit wrong, and you can see it on like I think my previous video. I was looking at my settings and I was trying to get a video out, and I watched the video back afterwards, and I was like, after I posted it, I was thinking I've got everything all set up wrong, and I was looking through all my settings, and the only setting that I could find was my shutter speed was on double, which is why it looked a little bit out of shot. So I'm checking over here, I'm looking at myself, and I'm going, yeah, I look pretty good in this video, because I fixed my all the settings on the cameras. So I actually, I don't know, you get the settings right, you look good no matter what. And now it's about me doing my hair up, which is normally why I'd wear a hat inside most of my videos. Welcome to this podcast. I don't know how long I've got you for. I'll try and keep you as long as I possibly can. Just because I don't know, I just got a lot of stuff going on, and I really don't want to use up all of my time to actually, I'm recording this later than I would like to, and Blue Fox is away, and I think Camazoid is here, but it's and I was going to do a different podcast, but I don't think that it was in tune or everybody was up for it, so I decided to just do this one instead. I think this is kind of just a bit more me, and also I'll just chat for ends on ends. So yeah. So welcome to the thing. I'm gonna give just like I might just talk about what I'm doing right now, and then I might play a game. I don't know. I haven't really decided that. One thing I really like about this whole setting now is the fact that I can actually I can play games and see myself at the same time. I mean, most of the time that you've watched me on a podcast, or you've watched me do anything, is been like I've normally recorded through OBS. OBS has been my primary recorder for ages, where I'll stick my camera into OBS and I'll stick my game capture into OBS, and I'll just use OBS to record all my stuff. We record everything, and then that'll be good and brilliant. And I've decided lately I don't want to do that with the camera feed. I want the camera feed to be direct from camera, because sometimes I like to upgrade, and sometimes I think that's probably just best sometimes. And so yeah, I've been using OBS quite a lot, and I've just suddenly switched to doing on-camera recording. And for those of you who are camera geeks out there, or you love your cameras, I'm using a Sony EV something. I get the name of it. I've got like 3 screens in front of me, because I can just search for stuff nice and easy. But they're not set up in like the modern style. Normally, some people do this like twisty thing where there's like one normal one in the middle, and then both the side ones are like sideways. So you're like you feel like you're in a spaceship and everything's in front of you. I still do it that old school way, where it's just like a wing. And I know that some of my friends have got like the long monitor and then one at the side. So there's lots of ways you can do this. I've taken off my prompter today because it was under a clean. So this is normally what I use to read off or to watch myself with. So if I got my camera on, I can put my screen on through there, and it reflects through there, and I can see myself, which is really nice. And normally I've done it for the game screen, where I just have my Discord loaded up. When I do streaming, I'll obviously have my stream chat loaded up instead. But I've kind of done. I'm going to twist this around a little bit and have this on the other screen, so I'll be able to see myself as I'm talking. That's going to be a future update for me personally, just so I can actually see myself while I'm doing things. To be honest with you, I'm yapping on quite nicely lately. And also, I got a bookmarker. Harry Potter, the series, is releasing at the end of this year. And I thought, for the first time ever, instead of I'm going to read along before the series comes out. So I'm actually currently reading the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And the thing about the movies the movies were great, but if you've watched the movies and read the books, then you'll know for a fine fact that these books have a little bit more detail in than the actual movies could fit in. And yeah, it's very obvious because the movies had to condense different things and expand on other things to make it, to make the movies, go in the timing of whatever the movie was. But there are some things that happen in this. But if you not have read this book, I would recommend reading the book before the series comes out if you're interested in watching the series, because there is so much stuff inside this book that I just was not aware that they skipped. I mean, I was always aware that they skipped over stuff, but it was nice reading parts of this book and then watching the movie and seeing little hints that they put into the movie where they there are different things inside the movie where there's like a shop that was the same as this book, but inside the book it was an interaction with the shop. So you can imagine in the movie what type of interactions there were where they skipped over stuff. So yeah, it's a good read and I recommend them reading it. I'm not going to read it to you, but yeah, if you want to, have a read. I'm reading the first and second one. I'm seeing how far I get with this. I'm not much of a reader, and if you're not much of a reader, but you're not quite sure what book to start off with, this book is an incredibly easy read. There are some it's not a complex, hard-worded book, if to say that myself. It's a very nice, easy story read, and if you've watched the movies it's even easier because you already know pronunciations of some stuff, so you don't have to try and think what Wingardium Leviosa is. That's already you've heard it off the movies, so you'll know what or how to pronounce it. There's a dog barking outside. I'm not quite sure if it's our dog or the neighbor's dog, but it's one of the dogs. Dogs love to bark, especially where I am. So there you go. I'm reading, I'm editing, I'm making stuff, I'm doing lots of stuff, I'm playing games where I can find the space and time for it. I'm not really doing that much gaming lately in my life. I really wish I would. Sorry, I was talking about camera geeks before. So now if you are a camera geek, I'm just gonna share with them how I'm recording. So I'm recording on a Sony ZV-E10. That's not complicated to say. And I think I'm using the 16 millimeter, I can't remember the name of it. I'll know it if I don't want to go over to my camera because I'm sitting here, which is just a bit rude if I go over there. Is it I'm trying to think of what it's called. I know what to do. I can just search my order. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, there we go. I'm using the 1.4 60 millimeter. That's what I thought it was. I was just double checking. Yeah, it's the 1.4 60 millimeters lens, and I quite like it. It's a really good lens on a really good camera, especially for all this vlogging. I used to use I can't remember what it was called. I used to use a thingy. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. What was it? I used a Panasonic Lumix, and I got a 15 millimeter 1.7, and it was good. But every time I was recording or doing anything with the camera, the focus would just keep focusing every now and again. So I'd be talking, and then all of a sudden the focus would go there, and it would come back to me, and then it would go there, and then it would come back to me, and it would stop for a while, and it would do it again. So it'd be really hard to record face cam videos and keep it a thing. I had to turn the autofocus off. With this camera, I can leave the autofocus on, and I think I look fantabby-dozy. So I'm not that concerned. So I really like what this is actually doing right now. So I'm all happy with that. Yeah. So that's the main portion of everything that's going on in my life. I've been playing lots of Halo. That's a side thing. I've been playing lots of... It's really weird to look over at my OBS and to see the record button not on. I don't have to do that. I'm just using my OBS. That's why I keep looking at the side. I'm looking at my OBS just to make sure that everything looks all clear. But yeah, no, right. I'm probably gonna randomly go into the corner now. I know I'm still recording on the camera on full screen, but I'm gonna put some gameplay up. I've been playing a lot of Halo lately. I've been enjoying quite a lot of Halo. I've been enjoying the Master Chief Collection, and I'm a little bit. I was originally a little bit scared on the new campaign Evolved. It's meant to be really good. I just haven't had time to play it yet, and I was just like, I was thinking, is it gonna be good, or is it just gonna like, are they just re-releasing everything that they got done? And I was just reading upon it last night, and I was really happy with what I was reading. They are it's the same game, same story, same narrative, and that's about it. Like you are going, like, you know, when you're fighting through and you're trying to exit the Pillar of Autumn, as you can see what I am on screen right now. You're still doing that inside, you know, this new game, except you know, it's updated. It looks a bit different. Like, some of the cutscenes just are gonna look different from this game, and I'm really happy to check them all out and to put that into a video and to showcase that to you, because I think it's really important to be able to to be able to have that type of game. I don't know what to say. Yeah, no, I think it's important to have the game campaign Evolved to be updated in such a way where it's re-recorded, it's brand new, it's a retelling of an older story. So for those of you who aren't fully aware, I think the reason why it's called Campaign Evolved, and they're redoing things, they're re-recording lines, but they're keeping the same narrative. They're restarting Halo, from what I'm aware of. I don't know how much they're going to go into it, but it's not 343. It's now Halo Studios. So Halo Studios, this is their first thing, I think. Is that what it's called now? Halo Studios? I'm just double checking on the name, making sure this is definitely their first one. Okay, so they do Halo Infinite, the Master Chief Collection, in Campaign Evolved. Halo Infinite. Yeah, Halo Master Chief Collection and Halo Campaign Evolved. They're having their own kickstart. Honestly, I hope they are in charge of the franchise, and I hope they are taking over the franchise and they're calling it that, and they're rearranging and they're looking and they're reading what we do and how we play it and going like, oh yeah, this is good, or this is bad, or this is good, and they're taking our opinions. Of course, like, you're not going to have any bad reputation with Campaign Evolved, because it is just a modern version of a really good story. Like, it's the really good stories that kickstarted, like, where people are at today. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 is an awesome online game, but I'd say their breaking point that made them really where they are today is probably San Andreas. That's the one that got a lot of people in. And then after that, it was number 4. That got a lot more people in. And then number 5, when number 5 came out, it just got the rest of the people in. And then online, and they've just been having loads of success. I think there's a lot of firsts that made a lot of, you know, bringing people in as well. Like, I know, I'm trying to think of like actual first games that brought people in. Fable 1 was really blooming good. I really like that. There's no, like, so you're not going to have an issue with releasing Fable Anniversary. It's just remastering, and a really good remaster of a very old game. And Oblivion, let's be honest here, Oblivion is really where it drew a lot of people in. There were a lot of people playing Morrowind, but more people were playing Oblivion. That's the console version of the game. That's where it made it really accessible to play it. So when the remaster of Oblivion got released, I was not surprised that that game got a lot of fans and a lot of people playing it. So you know, there are popular games out there, and remaking them or redoing them, just as Halo were doing, it's not really gonna be a problem for them getting it out there. People are gonna love it. It's when they have to do new stuff, they want to be able to see where people are liking things from, because like you bring out, you do new stuff, it's gonna be better. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is. I think and also with this whole Halo thing, I think like Xbox are now under new leadership as well, and I'm really excited about this situation because because sometimes people will stay in charge for too long and it kind of loses its way a little bit. And now we've got somebody who's taken over. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I like some of their decisions that they're making already. And I really like the fact that we might now be getting a Fallout something by Obsidian. I'm not too sure on the rumors. Haven't really read into it, but I know that there's an interest in getting more Fallout games to Fresh Air. So yeah, that I want to see. So yeah, so everything's all shiny and good and nice. I've come to an end of a sentence and I have to do a new sentence. I was so used to saying at this point, like, oh, what do you think, Camazoid? And Camazoid isn't here at the moment, so that's going to be really annoying. Camazoid, where is Camazoid? Right, okay, where are we at with the whole thing? What else have I done? Oh, that's right, I don't know what I was going to do. I got everything out the other day. I got a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of transportation over stuff. I have been doing a lot more recording than I would like to do. Part of what I do here is just a baseline, and then I also do a job that pays the bills. That requires a lot of I don't want to go too far into it. It's a lot of production inside there. So I'm pretty much behind a screen about 99% of my life. So not all the time sitting, some of the time running around, some of the time, behind a camera, inside some spaces, running around places. So, setting up this camera and having this run at a perfect level for me is just, this is an easy setup. What I got is an easy setup. I mean, just to kind of give you some awareness, I've got two main, I've got one main studio light on me, which is right there. It's right there. I normally have, I've used to have this one on quite a lot. I've turned this one off. This one sits over here on the side of me, and that's the one that does like this other side of the shine in my face. I thought I was being a bit too bright. I wanted to slowly change everything up and be a bit more dramatic. I've turned just the one on at really low power. I've turned this one off completely. I'm going to turn that one on again at some point and move that somewhere else. I've got the background lights of here, and I think I've got some like glow lights over there, and it's really nice just to get the perfect lighting situation. I wanted something nice and bright as my background, and that's kind of where I aimed at, and I think I've done a good job giving like a white background feel. Sorry, and one of the effects, as I've got white walls behind me, you can kind of just see the light is bouncing off the walls and making everything a bit more brighter. So it has the ability to have something that's making a dark space feel light on camera, which is nice, and I like it. I want to, after all the games that I've played and things that I'm looking forward to, is there a game I want to get back into? Yeah, there is. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I want to get back into The Witcher. I thought The Witcher was a class damn game, and I really wanted to get back into. I want to get back into The Witcher again. I really haven't played The Witcher in absolutely ages, and now that they're doing a whole new game, and I've seen we now got gameplay of it with Siri, and we're getting a DLC for number 3. It's gonna be awesome, and I cannot wait. And I'm just so looking forward to more Witcher stuff. They haven't concentrated on The Witcher, and then they come with the Witcher, and now that they've kind of like done their Netflix thing, they're coming back into The Witcher a lot stronger with a lot more guns and well, no, the Witcher doesn't have guns, but I mean, like, you know, the team are gunning in with all their stuff, and they're gonna build something fan-dabby-dozy, and I cannot wait to play that thing with a new character. Not many, like, there's a lot of studios that are quite afraid to, like, or, you know, I don't know what to say. Some studios are afraid, and some studios do it, but they fail at doing it. But I think The Witcher's going to get this spot on perfect. We're playing as Siri, which is going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to do that one. And I think playing number 3, it needs to be a thing, because if you're going to play it as Siri, you need to know how Siri enters the story. And in number 3, you get a lot more of the detail. But I want to get back into I want to do The Witcher 1 again, and I've not done The Witcher 1. I want to do The Witcher 1 because The Witcher 1 never was on consoles. So I think they're redoing it in some form or fashionable way, and I really want to get and play that one. And then, you know, you've got all 3 of them, all accessible, very easily accessible, and you just bust them all out. And I think that's just like a brilliant idea, and I just cannot wait to do all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I got The Witcher on screen at this point. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of the stuff that I'm looking forward to. I'm struggling on making the games that I hate list. Because there are games that I dislike, but I dislike them for certain reasons. Sorry, I gotta be a bit of a, you know, what. It's the last piece of topic that's on my head right now that I just want to, you know, talk about. When I make videos based on different things, I often have to, like, you know, when I'm reviewing things, sometimes I will say a game's good when I don't like it, even though I don't like it. And the reason that I will say that is because I don't like online multiplayer games as much, and I have to. But if an online multiplayer game comes out and it's a good online multiplayer game, even though I don't like it, you know, I still have to judge it based on what it is. So, like, I don't really like online multiplayer games that much. I like some of them, not all of them. But if I'm doing a review on a game and I don't like that game, but the game, you know, I have to base it on what the game's trying to be. So if the game's trying to be a something, I have to base it on, is it achieving that something, rather than going, do I think it's a good or bad game? So, like, yeah, you know, Farming Sim. Farming Sim is fantastic. I actually quite like playing Farming Sim, and I think every time I play Farming Sim, it gets a little bit better and better. And there's, you know, and it's a great game to play, and I love it. And it's on, and I think 25 is on. Is 25 is on Xbox Game Pass? Is that, or is it a different one? I don't know. I've bought Farming Sim, I think, somewhere along the line, so I'm not too bothered. I think is Farming Sim on the Xbox Game Pass? I'm on Game Pass right now, just having a quick look to see if I'm correct on this. I think Farming Sim is on Xbox Game Pass, but I don't know which one. I'm on D. Who plays the Disneyland Adventure game? Tell me in the comments below. I don't think I do. A, B, C, D, E, F. And I'm just looking for anything that says Farming Sim. Oh yeah, Farming Sim 25 is on Game Pass. That's fun. So yeah, and I think, you know, like, when it comes to Farming Sim, I think it's a very accurate farming game. but I don't think everybody's interested in farming. So if you're interested in farming, I think that's a great game to play because, you know, awesome. But if you're, you know, if that's not your thing, then maybe, you know, if farming sim isn't your thing, you know, don't play it. But that doesn't mean it's not a good farming game and such. Whereas things like, you know, Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, great games. But Fallout 76, I can't see that as, like, even with all the stuff, it's trying to be as far as I'm aware, and I haven't really dived into deep, so don't say I don't fully know. It's turning Fallout into like an open online world, and I really can see it. I've even though it's got all its updates out, I still just can't see that game appealing to me because I don't. It might be turning Fallout into an MMO online world, but it's not the best MMO out there, and it's not. To me, the best MMO in all of existence is always going to be World of Warcraft. That's going to be the #1, and anything else that comes out is competing down that market. So is it good? Well, I don't really have an answer because I haven't really played it, but yeah. Which game was it? Sorry, I forgot what game I was talking about. Oh yeah, Fallout 76. No, Fallout 76. Is it good? I don't know. It's up to you, isn't it? It's but for me, I don't think it's achieving those MMO marks I think I'd like it to achieve. At least not at the moment, because I think it. You know, for me, I think I just like I just don't relate to it at this point. But you know, there may be a point where I might get into it. But you know, is it a good MMO? I don't know. It's never wanted me to check out the next update or anything. And I think MMOs are probably that type of thing where they want you to check out the next update and check out the next update. I'm like, I think the player base is probably stronger than my thoughts. So that's just my opinion. But I think a lot of those story elements that I loved about Fallout, and that's the hard part about that game, is a lot of the story elements that you would get inside a Fallout story and not in 76 as much as I'd like them to be. And that would be kind of my main calls there. It's trying to push a Fallout game, which is a base story game, into an MMO world, and I don't think it does it the best way possible. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I think that is pretty much where I'm going to come to at an end, because I'm going to yap and yap and yap constantly, and you're probably going to hate me for it. So I'm going to wrap that up as a video, and I'm going to see exactly how long that is. Let's see. I'm just looking at my side. Oh, it looks like it's 29 minutes. So that's not too bad. There you go. That's a half-hour podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe, and let me know if you like these kind of solo things. I will just yap and yap and yap for ages if that is the case. I just, yeah. Do I bring a guest into this space? That's a question for another day. Or do I have live guests? Do I make a studio setting podcast? Oh, how fun that would be. I'm going to leave it there. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed and you want me to do more of these. Next time I will bring guests along. I hope if they're all here and appear. So yeah. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Anyway, I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video very soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.